Hey all, here at OS Reviews. You're watching our hands-on review of the Alfawise DX26. This is a sports smartwatch, but it's more of a hybrid watch just because it doesn't have an optical heart rate sensor and it's nowhere near as advanced as an Android Wear device or a Galaxy Watch. Instead, it gives you the essential notifications if you have a new call, text message, and it also tracks number of steps if you walked like a fitness tracker and connects using Bluetooth to your phone. And it also doesn't need to be recharged every night. In fact, it has a coin battery that needs to be swapped out every year or so. Packaging is very simple, and inside there's just the instruction manual with the QR codes that you can scan to download the companion app, and then we have just the watch itself. Now, in terms of the size of the watch, it's a pretty bulky construction because it's really designed to look like a Casio or a more expensive sports watch. So if we compare it with other round watches we've seen recently, like the Boslin W30 that we just checked out, you can see it's a lot larger in terms of its crown and its bezels, but it also makes it a bit more rugged. And then something like the TicWatch Pro, which is another very large watch, this is a lot more comparable in terms of the overall dimensions, as you can see there. In terms of the thickness, the Alfawise is actually even thicker. Apparently it's also shock resistant. And then inside here we just have the battery, which you have to remove if you need to swap it out after each year. It takes the CR2430. Otherwise, the back here is made out of stainless steel. All right, so it's popped onto life here. So this is a transflective LCD display. Kind of similar to the Amazfit Bip in the sense that it's actually more readable if you point it at a light source, unless you want to activate the backlight by tapping the light key here. It's a very faint glow that works a little bit better in complete darkness. So if we dim the lights here, you can see that the display is actually a little bit harder to read, but again, the backlight turned on, this is what it looks like in the dark. Now, what's interesting is that the dial here for the analog watch is actually adjusted mechanically as opposed to using the software like on the Lenovo Watch 9, where there's no way to actually change the dial yourself. On this really large crown key here can be pulled out like on a regular analog watch, and you're able to twist it to actually change the hands of the watch for the minutes and the hour yourself. Taking a closer look at its interface, by default we have the day of the week, so it's a Thursday, as well as notification status on the left. So if we have a new call or a text message, these little dots will start to flash. Now we also have a digital clock on the bottom, so right now it's 6:52, 17 seconds, in addition to the analog watch on the very top, so it has that layered display going on. Now I can tap on the mode key once to go into the various features. For example, right now it's going to tell me the date, April 4th. Tap on it again to take a look at number of steps, 645. Once more for calories burned, that is 177 calories. Once more for distance walked, which is going to be 0.4 kilometers. Once more for a countdown timer, and once more for a stopwatch that you can access by tapping on the start key here. It just begins running. Tap on it again to pause, tap on the bottom here to reset the time, and then you can tap on the mode key again to return to this main interface. Now, if you wanted to, you can also turn off the digital display underneath by tapping on the mode key and the start key diagonally here together for a few seconds. The downside is whenever you turn it off, even though the analog watch will still be running on the top, it will also reset and delete all of your information. Before we take a closer look at the companion app, there's actually one more feature I want to talk about. That is, you can turn on or off Bluetooth independently of turning the entire watch off. So if you tap and hold on the light key for a few seconds longer, you're actually able to turn off the Bluetooth. And if we move the hands a little bit, you can see that Bluetooth icon has popped up. That means Bluetooth is currently turned on, and I can turn it off again by holding for a few seconds and the Bluetooth icon goes away. The companion app is called Sports Plus, and now with Bluetooth turned on, we can simply pull down to refresh the data and it's going to be accessed on here. So right now we have 645 steps, 6% completed out of our 10,000 step goal. It will also show us kind of times in the day when we were most active for number of steps, as well as that data aggregated on a week as well as on a month. There's also an easy key that you can tap on to begin taking images, and it's going to use the smartwatch as a selfie remote control. You can tap on the key to take an image or a snapshot, maybe with a group of people, so you don't have to touch the phone's display. And under reminders, you can set alarms that can wake you up, in addition to different types of notifications that can pass through, whether it's a call, an email, or a social media tweet. If you get one, it's going to beep as well as flash in the kind of notification zone that we talked about previously. You can't see the message, obviously, because it doesn't have a large enough display, which is dynamic, but at least you'll be indicated that something is popped up, and you can refer to your phone to take a closer look at it. There's also an instruction manual, and you can see if there's any firmware updates available, and that's it. So it's a very simple and straightforward app controlling your notifications, as well as you can see number of steps you've completed, in addition to distance walked and calories burned. But there is no way to see additional data like heart rate. There's also no sleep tracking. So that's more or less it for this hands-on review of the Alfawise X Sport smartwatch. Overall, I do like it more than I was expecting. It's, again, a hybrid smartwatch, so it's primarily an analog watch with some notification features underneath, as well as step tracking. But obviously, it's not the most advanced device in the market. But if all you need is something that's really simple to use, tracking your steps, as well as lasting you for a really long time, over a year before you need to recharge or change out the battery, it could be just a really simple watch to try out. Really not that much more expensive than just a regular digital watch, but with a few extra smart features sprinkled on top of it, which could be worthwhile. I would like to think of it more as a notification watch or a light fitness tracker than really a full-blown smartwatch. You can check out more details in the links down below. But for now, that's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews.